Deaf and Dumb. I'm Dan.
And I'm Dudley. This is Deaf and Dumb. You already said that. You used to just say hello and welcome, and then you said I'm Daniel, and then I would say welcome.
No.
That
is not true.
I
have
no
always
idea.
said hello and welcome to Deaf and Dumb, or hello and welcome to the show.
That's what you said.
Uh-huh.
And then I would say I'm Dudley.
Uh-huh.
This is Deaf and Dumb.
What if we change it up and I'm like, instead I say, hello and welcome to Deaf and Dumb. Sitting across from me is my co-host Dudley May.
That could work.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you have to introduce me.
No. That could work. We'll discuss. We got to come to some terms.
Write up a contract.
Get a contract going, and we'll see. We'll see how it works out.
Have it witnessed.
Yeah.
Sealed.
Notarized.
Yeah, wax seals. I've always
lawyers
wanted to have
lawyer.
like a wax seal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you should get one.
No one does that anymore. But
it's like their ring.
yeah, it's a signet ring.
Yeah, and then you press it in there.
What would your symbol? Should we have a shared symbol for Mayhouse, or should we have our own as individuals?
Well, it depends. If there's a split in the Mayhouse, then there needs to be two different signals.
So no matter what, if there's a split, will we automatically be on either side, or do you think we'll ever split and be on the same side?
I don't know. Depends who pisses off. I can't imagine there ever being a rift in the May family. We all pretty cheerful.
We're
people.
pretty forgetful. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's mainly it.
My memory doesn't last long enough for me to hold a grudge.
Forgive by default of forgetting.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you did stab me in the back. I've forgotten.
We're fairly honorable, I think.
Honorable is debatable.
On the things that matter.
Sure.
We lie about all the things that
Yes.
don't matter, or at least I do.
We lie a lot.
We just make things up.
Okay. I don't know if you can call it lying when we actually don't know what the answer is, so that we give one anyways.
Well, I mean, you and I have, on every occasion that someone, like, for example, we're in a shop or a restaurant, and the question always comes up, are you guys brothers?
Yeah. Are you brothers? Are you twins?
Are you twins? So a lot of times they start with brothers.
Are you related? Usually brothers.
Usually they start with brothers, and if we say yes, which we never do.
We never say yes.
But if we, on the off chance that we do say yes, their next question is, are y'all twins?
No. See, yes is a boring answer.
Yes, it is.
It ends the conversation pretty quick.
Yes.
Are you brothers?
Yes.
Done. What else are you going to talk about?
That's not true.
Move on
No,
we want entertainment.
I literally just said what it said. The people say, "Are y'all twins?"
Okay, yeah, but
and
I'm talking about
yeah.
That's a cliche,
Who's older?
boring conversation.
Who's older?
Who's older? Do y'all think the same?
Do y'all ever dress the same?
Do y'all ever
Do you ever change places? Yeah, every day.
And
no one noticed.
Yeah,
no, we have never changed places.
No.
I don't want to be.
We don't want to be each other.
Yeah. You're a bum. I don't want to be a bum.
We are individuals.
Yes.
That sound alike and think alike and have all the same friends.
Not all the same friends.
Most of the same friends.
Most of the same friends.
We had it happen this weekend.
Yeah. How so?
We were at a reunion. And
a gathering.
A gathering of all our friends and acquaintances, people we know, other people.
Yeah.
Kind of a reunion.
It was all the people who went to the same film program that we went to.
Over the last 40 years. So.
Yeah, so it was a lot of people we knew, some we didn't know, but
some people
we'd
heard
most
of.
Most of them we've met at some point.
Yeah, so we were catching up. It was a good weekend.
Some old friends.
Some old friends we hadn't seen in a while.
Yeah.
And one of the guys we met, we had met him a few times. I think individually we had met him.
Yeah, we met him a long time ago. He was one of the first people we got to know briefly when we first started.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm talking about the twins thing.
Yeah.
We told a guy that we...
Oh, yeah.
There was another guy.
Oh, another guy. Well, there was a couple of conversations.
Yeah. We talked to a lot of people.
There was at least 4 occasions where someone asked if we were twins.
And all those occasions we lied.
And every single one of them
Every single one of them. So all those people, we're not sorry.
No.
You'll get over it. But yeah, it was a good weekend. Talk to people we haven't talked to in a long time. And,
one guy who we did know and had talked to several times over the years. His first, when we shook his hand, his first response was, "Oh yeah, I forgot there were two of you."
Yeah, apparently. Probably because the last time I saw him, I don't think we were together. It was just me.
I don't think the last time I saw him, we weren't together.
Yeah, so
he probably thought he was seeing the same person.
And I think that was 3 years ago, and then it was like 4 years. No, wait, longer than that. It was like 7 years before that since we had seen him.
Drink.
And you're just ruining everything.
Almost had a big accident.
So yeah, there was like a average of 5-year gap between the times we've seen him.
Yeah.
So so he I don't blame him.
I don't blame him.
But it was good seeing him.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of buddies.
A lot of buddies.
A lot of buddies.
A lot of old buddies.
Good weekend.
I was sad. I thought I was going to see Ham this weekend.
Yeah,
he was coming in. He was supposed to come in. He was going to be seeing some family, and he was going to come over today. Initially planned.
You mean yesterday?
Yeah, well, yesterday when this airs, but today, as of the recording. And I was going to help him assemble the new parts for his computer.
Yes.
He's in the process of building himself, upgrading him.
Is he upgrading or is he just rebuilding?
It's
mostly.
Well, what's the difference?
Rebuilding, you. Okay, there's no
difference. Like rebuilding implies using the same parts. Which why would you do that?
Is he starting completely from all new parts, or is he half?
It's more or less all new parts because he had to upgrade a motherboard and CPU, and then same case. And I think maybe same power supply.
So basically,
and then he's gonna buy a new video card eventually.
80% new.
Yeah, so it's gonna be new, and he's gonna slowly replace the rest of it
He got a Radeon, didn't he?
He got one of the new Ryzen processors.
Yeah, that's supposed
which
to be
I'm excited to see how it goes. I hear good things.
Yes.
But so I was gonna help him assemble it because he was a little
rusty.
A little rusty and doesn't have much experience installing CPUs and stuff. So he was gonna come over and I was gonna give him a hand.
Is really easy now.
Well, I mean, it is, but it is still. It's mostly not so much the installation of the CPU, but what the heatsink or your cooling device,
which
a little.
Again, is a lot easier than it used to be. So
it is,
now
but
it's
still
like lever action stuff.
It's no less. It depends on the heatsink. Some of them are different.
It does. That's true.
Because even now I've seen some. I'm like, this is kind of this. It makes me a little silly, and I don't. I just jump right into a lot of stuff, which usually works out, and sometimes I break things.
Well, I've only broken one processor.
Yeah,
I think
the first time.
Yeah, we've already told that story.
Yeah, I think so. The first processor you broke.
Yeah, at $300 right down the drain.
Yeah. And anyway, so he got sick apparently. I haven't heard from what or why, but he was sick and he was at home, so he didn't make it down. So Ham get better.
Yes.
And I'll see you I guess whenever you can come in.
Yeah.
So
maybe he'll come in 2 weeks.
Maybe.
And hang out with us for our birthday weekend.
That is our birthday. Our birthday is not far.
Our birthday is.
Do we want people to know how old we are?
You think it?
Are we vain?
I don't care to have people know how old I am. I just worry about cutting off our audience. They know we're old.
They know we're
come
old.
on, the games we talk about are old from the 90s and so.
Yeah. So we'll be 31.
We'll be 31.
Collectively.
Collectively.
As you may have picked up, we're twins.
Collectively, we are 62.
And so we share a birthday. We were apparently close to being on 2 separate days.
Yeah, apparently we were born like
late
11 something at night.
Yeah, so we weren't. If it like an hour shift or something, we could have been
like a 30-minute window. Yeah. It could have shifted one way, and
we could have been born on separate days.
I would have been born on the day earlier.
Yeah,
that would have been weird.
Yeah.
Which would have been nice, because I would have had the party, and then no one would come to you because they already had the party for their mind the day before.
Yeah. I think we were born on a Sunday.
Were we?
I think so.
Born on a Sunday?
Yeah. Well, Solomon Grundy was born on a
Monday. That's what I was saying.
I literally just looked. Now I'm uncertain.
You're going back in here and looking at the calendar. Look. Well, I've been playing while you're doing that. The only game I've played this week is a throwback, the Metroid, Samus Returns. I'm pretty deep into it. In fact, the initial count for the Metroids you're searching for throughout the whole game is like 32, 34, something.
It was like 38.
30 something.
Yeah.
38 probably. You're probably right. I don't know.
I'm always right.
But
we were born on
my
Sunday.
count now says 1, so that's how far into the game I am. And I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, I was down to like 20 something, but you've been playing it a bunch, so I haven't been able to grab it and play.
Yeah. I put a lot of time into it, and I like it.
You gonna let me play it after we get off this podcast?
Maybe, if you're nice to me.
Well, I'm not gonna play it, I guess.
Well, I guess it's not gonna happen. Probably. I've played it a lot. So
you pretty much spent all day today.
Not all day. I mean, we went out for a little while.
Yeah, we did. We had a brunch.
We had a brunch that we attended.
Yeah, I had that. It was a chicken and waffle. I ordered a chicken and waffles, not knowing that. I thought it was just going to be like your normal fare of, some waffle and some chicken on a plate.
Usually,
and it came with an over easy egg and some grits.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, okay, cool. And I thought it was just going to be. I didn't realize that it was a sandwich.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Where the waffles was the bread and the chicken was the meat, and then it had an egg and oh man, had some syrup. I dipped it in.
It was delicious. I had a bite.
Oh
of
yeah.
It was good.
It was very good. I'm talking about random other things because the only game I played this week was Metroid Return of Samus.
Yeah.
And so it was delicious.
So I talked about the scanner thing.
Yes.
Last
and
week,
how much you were just like, I don't like it. And I told you, don't use it.
And I did. And once you get other stuff, you can toggle between them. It's not an issue at all. I haven't had any issues. I never use it. And I'm going to probably have to at some point because I think I have like 60, maybe 60. Well, I don't know. It depends on. I have to look at the percent after when next time I load it up. I was at 50-something% before I started today. So I'm sure I'm at 60-something by now. But
so you'll have to use it to find everything, or
probably.
Are you gonna go like shoot every block?
Yeah, I mean, I probably use it once I beat the game and want to go back and try to find everything.
100%.
100% it. Yeah. I will probably use it.
Yeah.
I still haven't got my Amiibos from Robert.
Yeah.
He picked up.
Good old Rob.
So I need to
go. Let me go see him.
Yeah.
Get him. He got himself a new car.
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't. He's in the process.
He may be getting it.
Yeah.
Well,
why are we talking about
this? Is not relevant to the show at all.
Congratulations, Robert, on your whatever endeavors.
Potential
purchase of a new car. Good
for
you.
Moving on.
I'm totally stalling.
The game, Metroid.
Yeah,
it's wonderful.
I like it. I want to play it more, but you need to stop playing it so I can play it.
It's hard.
It's not that hard.
There's a boss fight later.
Yeah.
That's pretty tough, and it took me a little while to figure out some things on it.
Yeah.
And I spent maybe an hour, a little more than an hour, just fighting that one boss.
Yeah.
And it was pretty tough.
It's because you're weak.
No, it's because I had like phases, so I had to get through like 3 phases to beat it, and I'd get through the first one, I'm like, okay, and then the second one, figuring out how to do that, so I'd die a couple times doing that, and then I get into the third. But by the time I finished it, I had it down. I would could get all the way to the last part.
You got stronger.
Yeah, I got way better, and it was tough. But it's a good game.
Yeah, I like it.
If you got a 3DS, you definitely should get it.
I'm gonna be honest. But when it was first announced, I was excited about the remaster, but I wasn't really thrilled about the way it looked.
The what?
The way it looks.
The Metroid?
Yeah, the 3D side scroller. I don't know. Like at first, I don't know why. I just don't like it. I don't like the way it looks. Let's be honest.
You want them to go back to like sprites?
I part of me does because I like that. I'm Trisha, but I don't know. I think it's because it has aliasing on the edges of stuff, and that bugs me.
It's not noticeable.
It's not that noticeable.
I mean, it's only really noticeable like close-up stuff. But
there are
like
parts of it. Yeah, it looks better in some parts than others. But overall, I don't know. I don't know what it is about it that I don't particularly like. I think there are some parts I'm like, oh, this looks really good. There's a couple of areas where it opens up really big.
Yeah.
I think I was a little spoiled because of the way how I liked how much that AM2R. That unofficial.
Yeah.
I liked how much it looked.
I can't remember what it looked like.
It looked pretty good.
Yeah.
and I might be wrong, but I don't know. But I do like it. I think there's enough there, and the mechanics there, and the backgrounds are all fantastic. I like that.
Yeah, the environments are really well designed.
I guess
there's a lot of detail to it.
I guess I wanted it the models to be more higher res, I guess, and on the Switch. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's because it's a 3DS game. There's nothing wrong with
the Metroid game on. It's not going to be a platformer, but it's going to be a Prime game.
I probably won't play that.
I'll get it.
You know how many other Prime games I played?
One.
I'm going to give you it in percentages.
Oh.
About 10%.
Of all three,
all
or
collective.
Just the first
collective.
one?
Maybe. Collectively, just the first one. Let's say. Then in that case,
3%.
3%. I have not played. I never could get into
one. I liked the first one. I never didn't get. The controls got weird when it went onto the Wii, and I couldn't get behind it.
I just.
I didn't
like
the control schemes.
I thought it was cool. Mm-hmm. It just wasn't for me.
Yeah. I mean, it is Metroid in 3D, and it's pretty cool. I like it, but I kind of look at it as two different types of games.
I do too.
It's different.
But I like the platformer, the old school platformer.
Yeah, I'm excited for to see what a new Prime game would be.
Yeah.
Whenever that comes out.
Yeah.
Because now. Because, on GameCube, they had certain limitations and stuff, so they couldn't just, imagine, open world kind of thing they did with Zelda, but with Metroid. And you have this world.
First-person Metroid game.
I mean,
I'd be open to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they'd have to limit it a little bit so you have the feel of the old one. You have to work your way through stuff, but it's going to be...
I'm open to it.
Yes.
I just never got into the Prime games.
Yeah.
And so maybe it's just waiting for it to be on the right system.
I didn't even try to play the Mother M.
Other M.
Not Mother.
Other
M.
Which apparently is atrocious.
Yeah, the story apparently is just awful.
Yeah.
So I just didn't play it because I was just I don't want my Metroid tainted.
You don't want your Metroid taint?
I don't want my Metroid taint. No taint my Metroid. Though I hear even though I never finished play all the Prime ones, I hear the story is pretty good. It has a nice little arc through the 3 games.
Yeah.
So I know they put it all out in a bundle on the Wii, I think, and I would love to play through all of them. But, I don't want to get my Wii out. What? What are you laughing about?
Nothing.
Daniel, the Wii's been out for years. You can't laugh at that anymore.
It's still funny.
I gotta get my Wii. But yeah, it'd be great if they maybe re-released all of them on Switch.
You gotta whip that Wii out,
and that would be awesome if they did a bundle with all the Prime games before the new Prime game comes out on the Switch. I would buy them.
Yeah. Are you talking directly to?
I'm talking to Nintendo right now. They're not listening.
They might be
talking to them.
We might have that one guy that works there.
Maybe.
I got it.
And he doesn't speak English. So
what is that? What's that mean?
I'm saying that the one guy from Nintendo that would listen to our show wouldn't speak English. He had no idea.
Why would he listen to our show?
He just likes the sound of our voice.
Well, now we're really dreaming.
Yeah. Metroid, awesome. I can't wait for more.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even put it on my notes, and I gotta make sure we talk about this.
Yeah.
Because Graham, Ham sent it to us.
Yeah, I have it on my notes. What you're about to talk about.
Oh, okay. Well, let's just go into that. You don't have any other games to talk about. We didn't play any Go Ball this week.
Well, we were gonna. Yeah. Gary canceled our gathering.
Yes.
And I was a little disappointed, but work's been crazy, so I was kind of okay with just going home.
Yeah.
But which we still have. We borrowed his mat, so we should steal the game in.
Yeah. We
maybe
should
tomorrow.
Try to get a game in at some point.
And I thought we'd do this weekend, but the whole reunion thing kind of got in the way. Yeah. So, but yeah, I still want to play a game. But so we didn't do that, and I don't know if we'll be playing this weekend. We might be doing some Cavern A.
And some board gaming.
Yeah. So with the third man and Dorsey.
Yeah.
And
that'd be cool. Ham
sent us a thing.
Yes.
Because I have a job and you're a bum,
and
we didn't see it announced, but which Graham has a job too, so I guess maybe he just doesn't work there.
Anyway, I do not question.
I don't know. But
does.
we shouldn't speak ill of the ill.
yes, I agree. We'll speak ill of you when you're at full health. But yeah.
Red Dead.
A tease that something is coming.
There was an announcement of an announcement.
What day is it coming?
It is coming out the 28th, so this week. It is Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah, at 10 a.m. So that's Central Time. It's 11 Eastern.
Hopefully, we think it'll be a trailer.
Yeah, I assume it's a trailer, like a full-on trailer.
Didn't know it'd be insane if they just here's the game.
No,
it wouldn't happen. But yeah, that would just be insane.
It would be.
It would be insane.
I would hate
them. That a title like that. You could do that. I think, and people would still go nuts.
I would hate them because I've been putting it in my head that they've delayed it. It'll come out next year. I have time to weigh whether I'm going to actually buy a PS4 to play the damn thing.
But there's no way no one would know about it. The logistics of getting a game out in the world.
Yeah,
people would have talked.
So trailer. We assume the big thing coming out for.
They've already teased us with pictures.
And so Red Dead. Red Dead Redemption 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited. I'm super excited. I'm not excited that the financial burden is gonna pause me, but I am excited about playing that game.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what also comes out this 28th? Same day.
Yes. The NES Classic.
Super NES Classic. NES Classic comes out.
And speaking of that, there's the word is that
the bird.
The bird is the word.
The word is the bird.
And Target is supposedly going to have 20 SNES in their stores.
Yes.
So I think I read it as limit. They have a minimum of 20. So some of them might have more or less, but not more or less, but more.
Maybe,
But supposedly they'll have a minimum of 20. So if you go to a Target store and get there early and get there, you should probably get one.
So I'm thinking. You think we'll get one?
I hope so. At least one of us gets one.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
That'd be nice.
We can play some Star Fox 2.
So if you might want to see us, you can come out to our Target,
the Target local
Target to us, and watch for us.
See us standing out there going, please give me SNES. But yeah, so hopefully maybe next weekend we'll have that.
Maybe we'll have that to talk about.
But we'll see.
We shall
see
that in the trailer. So lots of exciting stuff coming up to talk about.
It's going to be a good weekend.
It's going to be the next few months. It's going to be insane.
Well, we're getting into the holiday season, so games are coming out and announcements and money gets
stuff
tight.
Coming out.
Getting close.
Yeah,
getting close to those.
Yeah.
Those Christmas
those releases,
days.
Them releases, all them products.
Their produce. Speaking of
produce,
no, I'm gonna. There's no way for me to connect this other than it's Nintendo. Switch. So we have some Switch news.
Okay, let's switch it up.
Just one thing I saw that Inside, the little indie game, is coming to Switch.
Yeah. The game that was the first game we received.
Yes,
as a review copy.
A review copy of it and we love it.
Yes,
it's a great game.
So
if you haven't played it and you're on the Switch,
it is
coming out for the Switch.
Yeah,
I don't know when, but it's coming out.
Why
for
don't
the
you
Switch.
know?
I don't know. I didn't look at it. I was like, I'm not gonna buy it. But yeah, so if you haven't played Inside, which is a great game,
it's a fantastic game.
It's gonna be on the Switch. And I'd say it'd be a pretty good game on a Switch.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, what else? Oh, NES. See, Switch, there was some hackers discovered that hidden within the firmware of the Switch is a NES emulator.
Yeah.
And this is fascinating. Because it turns out...
I don't think there's actually a release date for Inside.
Okay.
I can't find it yet.
All right, cool.
So it's coming.
It's coming.
It's been announced, but they haven't said that.
Oh. But yeah, see, so there was a hidden NES emulator in the Switch firmware. And so people did some digging and found some code for something called FLOG. FLOG.
Yeah.
Which is golf backwards.
Yeah.
And it's so
I didn't realize that until you just said it.
Yeah.
It was
I
called
didn't realize
Fog,
it.
and they didn't know what it was or whatever, and I was like, oh, and then it was like, oh, it's this golf thing, and
Yeah.
it didn't occur to me that
It's
it was golf.
an old NES game
Yeah.
called Golf.
Yeah.
And
It's apparently a game where you hit a ball with a club.
yeah.
And aim for a hole.
Yeah, and it's all little.
Apparently, it's well known.
It's pixels, and there's a pixel ball and the green grass.
Yeah.
It's
Apparently,
golf.
people have adapted it to the real world and
Yes.
and played it in
with holes in the ground.
holes in the ground.
Sounds
and fields.
horrible.
Out in the sun.
But yeah, so there's a little trick to it.
Oh yeah.
Involving setting your clock on the Switch to July 11th.
Oh, okay.
And then you doing some kind of gesture with the remotes.
Oh yeah.
And
it
then
activates it?
it'll when you do it when you start up. I was a little confused. There was a video to show how to do it, but there's a little process.
Yeah.
And it'll load up.
Oh, it'll load up.
A version of Golf that you can from the NES that you can play with, and it has like the controllers with the controls.
Well, that's
with
cool. That's weird.
Yeah, and the story behind it is the former CEO of Nintendo, and I'm going to say his name completely wrong, Satoru Iwata?
Yeah, okay.
I'm sure I butchered that.
Yeah.
But he died in 2015.
Yeah.
He made that game.
Oh, okay.
And so
it's kind of
a tribute to him.
Okay.
So that's what the July 11th is the day he died.
Oh,
and,
okay. That's
interesting.
interesting.
And the gesture has to do with a gesture he would do, like his hand motions. He would do these like videos that would answer questions about Nintendo stuff.
Yeah.
And so it's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, it's like a cool little tribute
hidden within the system.
That's cool.
And
you think they were planning to reveal it, or they were just waiting? They just knew that people would eventually find it.
I don't know. That's an interesting question because I think if they were intending to, we would have heard about it.
Yeah.
Or they would have already.
Yeah. It seems like it's just something they put in there. It's probably a little more personal for them.
I think so.
Like something in there that for them to know, and then, they kind of assume people will probably eventually find it because they do that.
To do it is a very specific way.
Yeah.
And I think you have to do it. You have to be offline because the Switch clock automatically syncs if you time syncs if you have it on. It's a process to do it. So I think it's more for them than for
cool.
players.
That's cool.
And that players can find it too. It's just a little bonus, I guess.
Yeah.
But that's cool.
That is cool.
A nice memorial for him.
Very cool.
That will, I assume, be there and for as long as the Switch exists.
Part of the software,
Yeah, forever. So yeah, that's cool. Speaking of Switch, GameStop has had some controversy recently.
Yeah, I saw that. Because GameStop. Because you think this is their death throes?
It is. It honestly is because so many games are going digital now. There's not. I mean, GameStop's market is used games. Mm-hmm. That's where they make all their money.
Yeah.
It's from the buying disc from people and reselling them at twice what they paid the people for.
That's where they make all their money. Most of their money,
Well, there was a handful of stores that were refusing to sell Switches, Nintendo Switch, without a warranty
or
quote
some kind
unquote
of bundle,
warranty, which is or a bundle, or which one of them, the basic one was just the warranty and the Switch, which is a $50 price on top of the Switch cost.
Yeah,
that's just a GameStop warranty. It's not like a Nintendo warranty.
Yeah,
I mean it's just a pointless. It's a
I mean, it's not.
I mean, it's just
it's more or less it's some money that they make that they don't have to necessarily do anything.
Yeah,
for.
and they may never actually have 90% of them. They'll never have to use.
Yeah.
So but they refuse to sell it any other way. It's not like a couple of the stores refuse to sell it any other way, and there was some. It's really weird.
Yeah.
It's either it's like you could only buy it in a bundle, and there were some other bundles where you had to buy other accessories,
or a game or something like that. Well, apparently, from what I've read about it, is that like the stores claim that they didn't tell them to do that and that they shouldn't be doing that, but some anonymous employees, they were saying, like always, GameStop was encouraging them that to sell the warranty or sell like bundles. If someone's going to buy a Switch, encourage them to do it, and then like maybe not necessarily having a full on quota system, but they were
incentivizing,
and performance reviewing people based on them being able to sell that stuff, and which we've talked about them doing.
Yeah, their Circle Life bullshit that they've since discontinued.
Yeah, but there feels like a lingering effects of some of that.
Yeah, I don't know what GameStop's business model needs to change to. Because the digital era.
I don't buy physical copies of games very often anymore.
I haven't bought a game at GameStop in years.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time I bought something at GameStop.
Yeah. I don't know.
I've looked at them, went to a few of them looking for like Amiibos and just see if they had Switches at one point, but I haven't bought anything.
I'm going to be really honest, I don't like going in GameStops.
Yeah.
I don't like going to them.
Well, the last one I went to, it was in a mall, and it didn't have hardly anything in the store. It was all just display stuff.
Yeah.
And like when I was getting a Switch.
Yeah, I think we talked about that.
Yeah, and I went up to the counter and was like, "Hey, I'd like to get this." They didn't have it.
Yeah.
I was like, "Well, why is it on the shelf?"
Yeah.
This is silly. It's like, "Oh, well, you can order it online." I was like, "Well, I can order it online."
Yeah, exactly.
I'm trying
to
buy it now.
Here? Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. It's just weird. I don't know if that was just that one store or what, but
I've had a weird and a lot. And it may be just because of our local one. I just have not enjoyed ever going in there because I hate, and I'm weird and neurotic about some of these things, but like I like going in the store. If I'm going into the store, I know what I'm there to get. Yeah, and I'm gonna go get it, and so if I need help, I'll ask for it.
Yeah,
but otherwise, I don't. I hate going in places and I have every other person ask me if I need help, and I'm just saying, no, I'm good. I'm just looking, and because a lot of times I am. If I'm in there just killing time, I'm just looking around. If I'm scared to get something, I'm going straight to it, and if I can't find it, then I'll ask. But I don't like going into retail stores, but I particularly don't like going to a GameStop because every time I'm there, I'm like, hey, I want to buy this game, or I need to reserve this game.
Yeah, this is all I want.
I'm
not buying anything else.
Don't try to get me to reserve something else. Stop trying to sell me a magazine. Don't ask if I have a subscription. Just sell me the goddamn game.
Yeah.
And I always kind of want, and I have to just bite my tongue, and I know it's not them.
I mean, it's not the employee. They have to do that.
Yeah, they have to do it, but I'm just like, and as many times, and there was a couple of people that I would see every time I was there, and as many times I came in there, you think they would go, like, he's not going to do it, but they're going to still ask me.
Yeah.
And I just was like, no, I'm not interested, dude. Like, yes, I'm buying this game. I don't want to buy the strategy guide with it. And it's like, I get it. And then it's just that overly cheerful, like, starting a conversation with me, trying to see if there's something else they can get me to buy, and I'm like, I don't like it. Just sell me what I want.
Yeah, if it's just casual, whatever, that's fine. But it's always forced.
It's so forced, and I don't know. I'm weird about
social interactions.
Generally, and social interactions, and fakeness is like ticks me off more than anything, and I just like I don't like it. So, and I get annoyed about it, and I just want to leave.
Yeah.
Which is part of the reason I just order most things online.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's just what I bought the Metroid game at Walmart.
Yeah.
Because they don't bug me with a bunch of questions. I just buy it.
They may look. Can we help you with it? No.
I walk up and I said, I need that game in there.
Yeah.
And they got it out and I purchased it. No questions. I didn't have to say anything to the lady behind the counter.
Though you were willing to buy a CE. Yeah, earlier, you were talking had the exact opposite. It was like, hey, I'm looking for this CD that just come out.
And they were like,
if it's there, it's over there.
If it's there, if we have it, it's on the shelf. I was like, it just came out today. I'm sure if you knew it was your job putting it out. Yeah. They specifically told me you would know.
Yeah.
And
really?
Yeah.
They told
someone else told me. Oh, yeah, so and so right there will know. And I was like, okay. And they were like, well, if we have it, it'll be on the shelf. I'm like, well, no shit.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm
asking you where it is.
I'm asking you if y'all had it. And I was just like, and I basically said,
so that's, I guess.
So what did I do? I bought it on iTunes. Because
I can buy it and download it, and I have it.
And even though I wanted a physical copy, I just went in and bought it digitally.
Yeah.
Because, but whatever.
Yeah.
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 But yeah. That's the way of the world, I guess.
Yeah. And it's funny because I have a little case for my my Switch, and it's got little cases for all the little cartridges. Mm-hmm. And all I could think of when I was like, oh, this is really cool, I'll have things to put my cartridge in. And then all I could think of myself was, I'm probably just going to buy everything digital. So...
Yeah. I know. Well, there is a limit. It's not a lot of space on that.
I'll get an expansion card.
I like having the cartridge.
Eventually I'll buy a big old SD card with a bunch of space, and when I run out of space, I'm gonna buy a big card and I'll put it on there.
Yeah. I like having a card though.
I do and I don't, because I feel like I'm gonna lose it.
Yeah, you're getting old and forgetful.
I forget where my keys are.
You're gonna be 62 soon.
Yeah, 62 collectively. The collective 62. So every year it's always an even number.
Always. We're always even.
Unless we start counting half years.
Yeah. Well, I guess then we're already 61.
Yeah.
This is stupid.
This is dumb.
It's very dumb. Let's see.
Let's see.
Minecraft last week.
Mm-hmm.
It's now. We talked about. I can't remember what they called it, but the crossplay between platforms.
Yeah,
that update came out last week.
Oh, okay.
So,
I wasn't sure if it was out already or when it was coming out.
It just came out last week.
Okay.
And so you can now play Minecraft with everyone except those who have a PS4.
Yeah. I was a little confused because I was playing around with Minecraft last weekend, I guess it was.
Yeah.
And I loaded it up and was messing around with it, and I was also logging into my account, and I had to check some stuff, and I was like, oh, I saw a little button that lets me buy Minecraft for Windows, like whatever, Windows 10 or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, I don't know what's different between it and the loader I have.
Yeah.
That I just downloaded from Mojang forever ago.
Yeah.
But so I was like, oh, and I was like trying to add it to I added it to my Microsoft, account.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, now I can just download it from my Windows apps folder thing. But I downloaded it and it just gave me a trial. So I guess I need to sign in somewhere. I don't know, but it was weird. I'm like, I was gonna load it up and see if it was different in some way, but no, I don't know. It was just saying it was a trial version, so I was like, I don't know how this works.
I don't either.
I guess I need to find a thing to sign in and make it active to show that I actually
go online. And
because apparently if you own the original version, you can just get a free version of Minecraft on Windows 10.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Windows 10.
I don't know if it's any different.
Means.
Yeah, I don't know if it's different or I don't know. I was gonna figure it out, but I didn't get there very far.
One of the people we saw this weekend was someone we used to play. Lauren,
our buddy Lauren.
Uh-huh. We played. She has a Realm server. And we used to play on her server.
Yeah, apparently it's still running, and I didn't even.
I hopped on it like a week or two ago.
Oh yeah.
And she had some weird little thing loaded, like mod thing loaded up. It was like a concert that you could control. You were like the video guy controlling the camera angles of the concert. It was weird. It was very. I couldn't figure out.
It sounds like work.
It does. So I was like, this is weird.
Yeah.
But I messed around with it, and there was no one else on it.
Oh yeah.
And apparently she forgot. She's like, yeah, I'm still paying for that, I guess. And she hadn't played it in a long time.
Yeah. But I think because she realized the cross-platform stuff, and so she was like, we can play again. Yeah. We should play.
Yeah. Because apparently she plays mobile now.
Yeah. And so I was like, okay, so we may have to get back into it. Just
maybe.
Because I like having other people play with.
Yes.
And I liked having a little server, and we can all be doing building stuff and seeing what.
And if she's willing to pay for it.
We'll play
on hers.
We'll play on hers.
Yeah. So all you Minecraft players except those on the PlayStation.
Yeah.
You can play. You have more people to play with.
And all the people who have it on the PS4 or 3 or whatever.
Yeah.
Call Sony. Tell them to stop being an asshole.
Yeah. Sony was being weird on that one. Which I guess they can be. They're doing well. They're doing just fine.
They're doing swell.
They got Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, exclusively for a year.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna do about that.
Yeah. You'll just wait until I finish it, and then you'll play it.
Yeah, but it's gonna. We know it's gonna have multiplayer. You gonna die?
Yeah, I'm dying a little bit.
Okay, we're working on Deaf, Dumb, and Dead.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but it's gonna have multiplayer.
Yeah.
And
me and Ham will have.
Yeah, I know. That's the problem. You and Ham are gonna become better friends, and I can't allow that.
But we are already better friends.
No.
Even though he didn't tell me he was sick.
Exactly. That's how I know I'm winning.
No, that asshole.
Let's not speak ill of the ill.
Yes, I forgot. We're not speaking ill of the ill.
Yeah.
Ham, get better so I can insult you.
Ham, get better so we can be managed.
For not texting me about your health. If you have a cold, I want to know.
I want regular updates.
Weekly.
It's way too needy. We need to dial back the neediness.
Too need.
Mm-hmm.
This is something else. Ham sent us. A little bit. I think it was a little while back, but it was this week, I think. But the picture of the infinity stones.
That was. I think that was more than a week ago. But we haven't talked about it.
Yeah, we haven't talked about the show, and I saw an article about it and stuff.
Well, I didn't even realize what it was for.
It's for Marvel vs. Capcom.
Okay.
Yeah, the
is it like a special edition or something?
Yeah. Or? It's a special edition. It comes with the 6 Infinity Stones.
Oh.
But they look like
does it sell out really quickly?
I have no idea.
There's only one set.
No, I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It showed the pictures of
the one they showed,
the demo
version, which looks like gems, and, they look pretty good. Clear crystal gems.
Yeah.
Made of some nice plastic or something. But and then the final ones that came out looked like frosted eggs.
Yeah, they didn't look good.
Yeah,
in fact, some of them didn't even look like different colors.
No, they were all different colors. They were different. They were light colors, but they are all different colors. And
from the picture I saw, 2 of them look awfully close to the same.
The picture I saw, they were pretty distinct.
I only looked at one picture.
But yeah, infinity eggs.
The infinity eggs.
That's what they look like. It's like, why did? And they even showed like another version of it. So I guess I don't know. I don't know if it would have been worse.
They're like, this is what we want. This is the. They took it to the. The designers made it or made the prototype and like, yes, this is what we want it to look like.
This is too
and
hard
then
to make.
they send it off to like some manufacturer who's just like, yeah, we can do this, and then cranked out. Like, yeah, and they said it. Like, yeah, aren't these great? And you're like,
don't we have mold for eggs?
Yeah,
already. We can just pour
or
different
better yet,
plastics.
they can't tell the difference. They're like, yeah, these are just like this.
They can't tell the difference between hard edges and round, smooth eggs.
Some people have trouble. And so he's like, yeah, here's your product. That's not what we purchased. No, that's it. Yeah, he's like, no, sir, look at these 2. They are very clearly different things. No, they look the same to me.
Yeah, I mean, you go look at the pictures. It's ridiculous.
I wasn't planning to buy the game anyway.
No, I wasn't either.
Yeah. We spent a lot of time talking about games we're not going to buy.
Yeah, but that's life.
That's being poor.
That's being, frugal with your money that you may or may not have.
Play Dead needs to send us Inside on the Switch.
Yeah, because they haven't sent us a free game already. Well, would be cool. We need to try the controls on the Switch because it'll be so different.
Yeah. So and Nintendo needs to send me Mario and Rabbids.
Mario plus Rabbids.
Mario plus Rabbids. And Lego Worlds. And Lego Undercover.
I need to get the demo for that that RPG that we talked about last week.
Oh yeah.
Octo something. I've forgotten now. I meant to make a note of it.
Done forgotten. Okay.
But yeah, we need to check it out because I think the demo's out for it on the Switch.
Okay.
I want to check it out. It's a gorgeous looking game.
Yeah, I never did go back and look at it.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. You'll probably look at it and think, oh, that's what the Metroid game should look like.
Okay.
Because it has 3D depth, but all the characters are sprites. And I would love a classic looking Metroid game if they ever do. But you know the reason they're not doing that. If they came out with a Switch, they might go for that. But the reason they're not doing it on 3DS...
Octopath Traveler.
Octopath Travelers. The reason they're not doing that on the 3DS is because it's called 3D. That has 3D capability. They want it to be in
You can
3D.
make 3D and in 2D.
Yeah, and I think it looked great. And maybe with the what is it?
Octopath Travelers.
It's a working title, supposedly.
Yeah.
It may not be what it actually called in the end, but it's pretty, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
We're going to spend 10 minutes where you look at pictures and make comments about nothing specifics.
Oh, man. That's real good. You've got some depth of field going on there.
Yeah.
I like a little bit of blurriness.
That's why I wear glasses.
Them soft edges. Oh, look at this map.
Yeah. And there are like 8 different... you play 8 different characters. And they all are in 8 different areas. I don't know if they ever cross paths or not. I have no idea. I didn't look too far into it because it looked great. I didn't really want to know more about it.
This is beautiful.
Yeah. It's pretty. It's a pretty good looking game. I think the demo's for it's out.
Yeah, I think maybe. I think I saw something about it.
Yeah,
I'm stuck on the pictures.
I may have to load up the Switch and grab the demo and play it maybe at some point. If I get some time.
I'm going to have to check that out. Demo it up.
Let's see what else I got. There's a mod team is remaking Half-Life 2.
Yeah, I saw
in the Half-Life 1 engine.
Okay, so it's like a
downgrade.
It's a demake.
Yeah, they're taking the second one and going back.
Are they just taking out all the physics puzzles?
I have no idea. They're working on. Apparently, they're changing stuff, so they're gonna have to, change elements of the game, and they gotta figure out ways to.
Yeah, put out the big change between the first one and the second one is like
the physics.
Well, the physics, gravity
stuff.
Puzzle stuff with the gravity gun and everything.
Yeah.
And the gravity gun's a big part of the game.
Yeah, I have no idea.
And so, are they gonna modify the engine to support it, or are they? Because there were like little physical puzzles in Half-Life where you were like moving through and trying to get past things, but this one took it to a whole new level. So I'm curious.
I don't know. But I saw a little short video of it, and it showed like the tram at the beginning, and it looks like Half-Life 1.
Weird.
But you're playing Half-Life 2.
What do you think motivates people to do such
I don't
things?
know. Too much free time? I can't imagine.
I'm trying. It's an interesting idea, and I'm intrigued mostly because of, the question of why.
Yeah.
I
think the article I saw said the same thing. It's like why?
Why would you want to do that?
Because why not?
I can understand the Black Mesa people remaking Half-Life 1 in the new engine.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Which they don't have to do. But Black Mesa's doing it already.
Yeah, but that's weird.
It is weird.
I want to see it though.
Yeah, there's a little teaser. There's a trailer.
I could see it as an art project where it's like, I'm going to show you what Half-Life 2 looked like if it had been built on the engine, but not actually building the whole game.
I think they're building the whole game. I have no idea.
Okay.
It looked weird.
You do what you want, man.
if you want to use your time like that. See, my thing is like being as a creative person.
Yeah, sure.
I make things sometimes.
Yeah.
If you're gonna design something and put so much time into it, why don't you create something original? It can be.
I've never been a fan. maker.
Fan made.
Like,
I sometimes I get the appeal.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, yes, but some people put so much time and money into these things. It's just like you're never gonna make anything.
It's like fan fiction for me.
Yeah,
like I've always I'd never minded. I've read some people's stuff before, but like
you've read fan fiction.
No, not really. I was being generous. I have not actually. I don't know. I cannot think of a time I've ever read actual fan fiction.
You want to dig back in your memory?
As far as I can recall, I don't know. I think I might have once looked at some and go, "Why am I reading this?" Yeah. But it's not yours.
Well,
and it's like I understand being really into something and like being inspired by something. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just I love there are things I like. I love the Patrick Rothfuss's books. I love the Game of Thrones world. Mm-hmm. I love that stuff a lot. But then I take my inspiration for those things and go and try to create my own things.
Yeah.
As opposed to writing a story in Westeros.
Well, and see, I see the point of sometimes if you're hoping to get a job doing it, like if you're doing it, there's a series you love and you would love to write for it. Yeah, writing an episode for the series makes sense to show I can write for the show.
Thing. Yeah.
But I'm just going to make this book. Yeah. And I will never be able to sell or make any money off of it. And people I've never
really got into that stuff.
I guess I'm just capitalistic and want to make money off my stuff.
I don't know if it's entirely that for me. If I'm going to put a lot of time into something, I want it to be my own thing.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's me.
Yeah. And using that as a jumping off.
And I don't want to be like I don't want people to not do what they want to do either. I
get it. I have no problem with people doing it.
Yeah.
Me personally, I can't see myself ever doing it.
Yeah.
It's just like, if I'm going to, like you said, if I'm going to devote time, and especially if I'm going to devote money into it, which time is money, then I'm going to do something.
I mean, and I've been guilty of it before. I mean, I've written like short story scripts that were like, I wrote Batman themed like short stories, and I guess that's a little different, but it is. And after I wrote it, I thought, well, I should shoot this, and then I was like, this is fan fiction.
Yeah.
And it occurred to me that I was just creating fan fiction, and I realized I didn't really want to do that.
Yeah.
And I put it aside. It was an interesting exercise. I think I enjoyed writing it, but
I mean, it's just the amount of time, and like with games and stuff, it's a lot of time.
Yeah.
I mean, they spend years working on these things.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they're doing in their free time and everything. Yeah. It's just, and doing
I think as an exercise, I think it's cool.
I agree.
To get, you don't know what you want to make, so you're going to practice, but as a form of practice, you make something that you've seen.
Yeah.
And I have nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing really wrong with any of it.
Fan fiction either.
It's just
there's a point where
it comes to a point where he's like, I'm not going to spend years working on a piece of fan fiction. I might, for example, write a story set in Gotham City.
I'm going to write a scene for this character.
Or I'm going to write a scene set in Westeros as an exercise to say, hey, I like this. I like the Germs writing. Let's see if I can emulate it, and then kind of learn where my style fits in that kind of thing.
Because working within someone else still shows how you're different from that person.
Exactly.
And what makes you unique, and that's good.
Yeah, and learning your own process by looking at others.
Yeah,
but there's
a limit.
But
to
I'm not going to spend years rewriting like Game of Thrones.
Yeah, writing you maybe you should.
Yeah,
you don't have a book already.
Yeah, it's just I don't.
Speaking of that, I remember reading an article recently. A group of people made a computer program or deal that's writing the next Game of Thrones book.
What? And is it a room full of monkeys?
It should be called that. It should be called a room full of monkeys
and a typewriter.
And a typewriter. And that should be their logo, a monkey at a typewriter.
Yeah.
If it's not, that's a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
But apparently they just created this program, whatever, that took all the other books. All the information
it's just like piecing together,
and it is writing the 7th book or 6th
Weird.
book.
6 books.
6 books.
Yeah,
the next one's 6th.
The next one's the 6th book.
Yeah, writing the 6th book, and apparently it's weird.
That's weird. I mean, it's not like you have a mountain of data to work from, I suppose, because you have 5 over 1,000-page books.
Yeah, it took all that information and it's writing its own book.
Weird.
And they put out some chapters from it, and it's weird. And like characters that have been long dead, like book one dead.
Yeah.
And like pretty sure they're never coming back.
Yeah.
Like, their skull and bones kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like it talks about their skull and bones later.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying not to spoil anything.
Yeah.
Come back to life in the book. They're like, there's some weird stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it looks weird. It's worded weird too. So you like, I read like a paragraph and there's some weird phrasing. And
that's interesting.
It's bizarre.
Like a weird AI.
Yeah, an AI basically wrote.
That's interesting as an experiment.
Yeah, and I think that's why they did it. It's like exercise and like we're gonna do this just to see if it'll finish the book before George R. R. Martin does.
Well, the book is apparently mostly done, from what I understand. It's just in the process of editing and eventually publish and release.
Yeah, I'm hoping we've discussed that.
Yeah, we've talked about.
My theory is that I'm choosing to believe the theory that it's done. But yeah, all right. I don't have any more news.
Yeah,
that was it. We played one game this week.
I know. I'm gonna do better next week.
All right.
I have stuff I want to play.
I probably won't.
I haven't had any money.
Yeah.
Well, I have money, but I can't spend any of it. So I should be getting a new card soon, and I will have access to my own monies again. So nice. It's been kind of a rough week because I can't access my own funds. So it depends. I gotta pay a bunch of bills and then kind of go from there. But I'm thinking about purchasing a new game for the Switch. It's gonna be either Mario Rabbids or I kind of want to get Lego Worlds.
Lego Worlds looks good.
It looks.
I thought about Lego Worlds and it looks fun and I probably get some enjoyment in it. But it's one of those I'm worried that if I won't put enough time in it that's worth the money. You know what I mean?
It's a $30 game.
It's not bad, but I've done that before where I bought a game and I was like, oh yeah, and it's good, and I started playing and I liked it.
I've done that with Lego games before.
Got distracted and never came back to it. And Lego games I've done that with.
I talked to my buddy Max got the Lego Undercover.
Oh
by the way, he's a saint.
Yeah.
He got it, and he said he's done the same thing where he's played some of the other ones, and like especially the movie ones. Yeah. And they're fun games, but after about an hour, you kind of get bored and you don't come back to it.
I did the same thing with the Marvel one.
Yeah, I did a bunch of, and I just it never keeps me hooked. But he said this one's very different, and he said it's fascinating. So he's supposed to let me know tomorrow more about it because he was planning to play it a bunch more.
What's he playing it on?
I think Xbox.
Okay.
And so I'm kind of curious to hear about it and just to see how it's different, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's on Switch too,
I
think. So.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Cool.
Well, thank you very much for listening. Please go to our website at deafandumb.com. That's DEAFNDUMB.com. And there's links there. It's a web page. It has things on it
and info
and content and links to our episodes.
Yes,
which we put out every Monday.
Yeah,
and you can follow us on social medias, Facebook,
iTunes.
And you can subscribe to us on iTunes. And we are on Google Play because my buddy Max was pulling us up on there.
Oh yeah, I know we're on there.
I know that. So I think he was going to subscribe to us because we only had like one, right? Or something.
I can't.
It seemed like we were looking at it and there was no one on there.
Well, it doesn't show you any numbers unless it gets so high.
Oh,
and so not enough people listen to it on Google Play to give me any data from it.
Okay.
So
maybe he put us over it. We'll see.
I don't
know. So yeah, please subscribe to us. Please give us some feedback wherever, either through stars or through social media. We like to hear back from you.
Yes.
And,
like us on Facebook and all that stuff.
Yeah. New episodes every Monday.
Yeah.
Keep on trucking on.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much for listening. I'm Dan May.
And I'm Dudley May. And this has been Deaf and Dumb.